Here we go. 5 years ago.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister, Valerie, brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again from my family's money, so I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
Oh, interesting. Okay. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe, after all that, she murdered her sister? Preposterous! Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ms. Fay? Yes, Your Honor? As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We've still got that info. That ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby. Yeah, I know.
I'll do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too.
Yep. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. Yeah, we know. Let's pin it on her now. We don't even have anything that says that. Like, all we have is Mr. Falls who told us about it. But I mean, if we can lead her in that direction, let's do it. All right, let's press like a motherfucker. Here we go. Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship?
Yes, as a tutor.
You were tutoring him, Mr. Falls?
No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me.
That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14. He probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see. Quite clever fellow, that Mr. Falls. Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Falls a clever fellow? Yeah, you heard him. That Canadian motherfucker behind the stand said that Mr. Falls is clever, even though he doesn't even use all of the proper speaking words when he speaks words. I heard the diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million? Wow!
It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk.
A $2 million pint of milk. I don't know what to think about that, eh? The defendant demanded that her sister Valerie make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual. By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth, why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up there on that mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape. There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety.
What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Falls is.
Yeah, right. It was all your plan.
Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain end.
Okay. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. But why? Like, we didn't even get that reasoning. That was a dangerous thing to do, considering you were being held hostage.
Yes, but actually, that saved my life.
What do you mean?
You see, Mr. Falls was holding a knife in his right hand.
Oh, God, what a burp.
Somehow, I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me.
Okay. And he shoved me off the bridge. Okay. I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment.
Well, as Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm, he let go of me.
Okay. Makes sense.
I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin.
Bloodthirsty grin? Oh! Ah!
And in the next instant...
Sploosh. Splish. Splish. I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift.
I I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Then just one little shove from behind, that was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river.
I survived, but was afraid I might be kidnapped again by for my family. Okay. Okay. And that's why you hid your identity?
Yes, I only told my sister.
Mallory Hawthorne, eh?
Yes, she's the only one who knew about me.
Meanwhile, legally, this witness had been deceased for 5 years.
I didn't ever want something like that to happen to me again. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
Okay. Let's just press on everything until we got nothing left. And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right?
Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of.
That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all the paperwork would have been impossible.
She was the only person left in the world I could count on. And you think I could kill her? There's no way I could.
It's the moment of truth for this witness, too. Once the truth about this staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know how much of a Jezebel she really is. I've just got to prove that kidnapping was a hoax. So do I have anything to prove that? Okay, 5 years ago, kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money, so I decided to change my identity and start a new life. Okay. So, where the hell do I even start? I don't know. All I still have is the diamond. $2 million gem uses ransom for Dahlia, lost in the Eagle River. Okay. Fell from the bridge, no body found. Blah, blah, blah. What about the dude? Where's he at? Sentenced to death, escaped from custody. Police officer and the victim, key witness in a case against Falls. Alright, so I don't see anything in there. Okay, I don't see anything in there that's helpful, but let's see. Okay, so 40 feet off the bridge. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's useful from 5 years ago. Bridge unchanged for 5 years. I wonder if that's useful, if the bridge is unchanged for 5 years. That probably will be useful. Also the gem being lost for 5 years. The ransom was a raw diamond. She brought it to the bridge. I wonder if I just present that and see if it actually helps. I'm going to do that. Present the diamond on the line about the diamond. Maybe that'll actually mean something. So we can go, hey, you mean this diamond? Maybe that'll actually be helpful. Why do I keep saving it twice? I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. Let's do it. Present the diamond on the line about the diamond. Here we go. No? Shit. Your Honor, what do you think of the witness's statement? I think you're an idiot. That's what I think. God fucking damn it. I guess I don't think anything of it either. Son of a bitch. And we don't have a problem, but we do have a penalty. If it wasn't a problem, couldn't he just let it slide? No, apparently not. Okay. Made the exchange. He shot Mr. Falls in the arm. Okay. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped. I feel like the diamond matters because the diamond went with her. So she should have the diamond, or should have had the diamond with her. It's gotta be one of these. I bet you it is the diamond. I just gotta figure out which freaking line to put it on. Damn it. Ninja. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge. Let me go back to the beginning real quick. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped. Ransom price was a raw diamond. Okay, so if the diamond doesn't get presented there, then I don't know what else to put in there. She made the exchange. She shot Mr. Falls in the arm. I don't have anything about the gun or the shot or anything like that, so there's nothing here. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. Okay. Maybe something there. I survived when I was afraid of being kidnapped again. Maybe there's something about how he shoved her. Maybe the bridge layout helped me with that. Because if he shoved her off from behind, if she was running, oh, you know what? If he pushed her from that direction, she would have landed on those rocks and not the water. She would have totally died. But which way what are we saying he pushed her? Pushed her off the side? He pushed her... I don't know. It's hard to say, because if he pushed her over the edge, she should have been able to hang on to the edge. But if he pushed her into the hole, then she wouldn't be able to hold on to anything. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes any sense. I feel like something about the bridge matters here, too. I don't know. Is it the bridge itself, or is it the picture of the incident where it says 5 years ago, the bridge hasn't changed? Not that one. This one. I don't know. Let's just try this one. Fuck it. I already saved it. Oh, see? Okay, I was on the right track. Something about the bridge. Okay, so you say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. Wait, okay.
But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls.
I don't know about that. I'm sorry, but I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible, bitch!
Impossible?
I asked the court to recall the condition of Dusky Bridge, now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. Okay, fair enough. If someone had pushed you from behind as you have claimed... Boom, onto the rocks. See, that's what I was picturing, actually. Instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Yup. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible! Okay, well, I mean, we knew he didn't push her, but I didn't realize that that was going to help prove it. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. Pusha! But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Math for the win. Math and science, earth science. You're right. In the events that if the events occurred just as the witnesses testified, then the defendant couldn't push the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this?
You see, Oh
God, running out of words, bitch. Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What? What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. Okay, well, duh. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Okay. Well, Ms. Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct?
Now that you mention it,
Of course it's right.
I do remember now. When I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires.
Oh, my God. You can't be serious. Skirt got caught. Bullshit. Order in the court. Ah. It seems Ms. Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. Oh, we're not done yet, bitch. Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Ms. Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible! Ridiculous! What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Shit, it does? Does it really? Does it really? Flawed, why does it contradict? Why does it contradict? Fell from the bridge, no body found. Why does it contradict? Holy crap, I have no idea. I literally have no idea. Oh! I know why. Who the hell is tall enough to fall over the side of this bridge? Look at how high it is. My bad. Yeah, it's fucking up to like neck high on her, and she's a grown-ass adult. 5 years ago, she was only like, what did they say, 14? She's probably even shorter. There's hell no. There's no way you got pushed off the bridge. But do I present this? Because we can tell how tall it is? I have no idea. Let's, oh, we can't save it right now. Shit. Oh, no. I mean, I get it. I think I got it right. I think I'm on the right track because look how tall that shit is. She could not be pushed off the side of that. There's no way. There's no way. But do we present the bridge itself? Fuck. But that's not how the bridge was 5 years. I mean, what? That's exactly how the bridge was 5 years ago. But what? Even now, she wouldn't have been able to be pushed over. Shit. Do I present? Maybe I present her, like herself. Well, not her. Dahlia, her. The 14-year-old Dahlia. She fell from the bridge with no body found. Alright, I'm doing it. Yes, I think I got it right. This evidence shows the fatal error you've made. Wait, did I get it right? It's a fatal error, alright. Unfortunately, the error is yours, not mine. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Oh, did I fuck up? At this point in the trial, I can't let it... Oh, I tried to guess her because she's not tall enough. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I had it right, didn't I? I should have just presented the fucking bridge thing. Fuck! I'll be right back. Okay, we're back here again. I feel so dumb. And also I have more HP now than I did a second ago because I reloaded my save, obviously. And I was back before when I last saved it again. Why the fuck didn't I just present this in the first place? It makes sense. The bridge is too high. He would have basically had to throw her off. Anyway, let's just present this shit. Suck it! God damn it. Why didn't I just do that? I already had it right. Why did I fucking overthink it? Stop overthinking, bro! Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there. Yeah! Suck it! But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. Bitch, you just said he got shot in the arm. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him, at point-blank range. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge, that is clearly impossible. Suck it, Edgeworth, suck it! Order, order, what is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally! What? What is this? Yeah, that's right, you and Valerie had the plan to take that diamond, you bitches. Indeed, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous! My sister was there to help me! She had her gun in handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide.
Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness had much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. Ooh. Oh? Then what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the river rapids of the Eagle River. Is it time to finally present the diamond? God, I hope so. This is gonna kill me if I don't. And I can't save it, so... this has gotta be it. The diamond went with her into the river. So, fuck it! YOLO! 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond. Oh, yeah. No, it can't be. Yes, Dahlia had it planned all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. Bang. Bang, bang. So you're saying Valerie wasn't in on the diamond thing? At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! I think the evil's about to come out. I'm seeing it. It's simply ridiculous. Oh, I know what happens when she turns around like that. The evil. The evil. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a demon. Oh. You guys ready? And there's one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well? But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister, Dahlia, and then she told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Uh-oh, here we go. Please tell me the demon's coming out. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. My body is ready. Oh god, here we go. Here we go. Anyway, who was that? Who laughing at a time like this? Damn it, she's not doing the demon though.
Forgive me. It's just hilarious.
Witness, is that you? Oh, here we go.
You amuse me, woman. Miss...
Oh, wait, no, it was more like...
You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey.
That was the voice.
You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally.
You have the evidence to back it up, don't you?
Evidence?
Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister.
Well,
And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that.
Well, Ms. Fey? I don't know.
What a joke.
You, Miss Fey.
Are you stupid or something?
How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Oh. Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. Oh boy.
Of course you are.
Oh boy. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl's made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it. Huh. Without evidence, the trial is over. Who decided that? Mr. Armando? Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car, and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Oh, since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Dude, bring the fat ass on the stand. Yeah, I was just thinking, why haven't we brought up the defendant on the stand? Is he too dumb? Who's the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crimes? Dude, it's the dude. But the thing is, he's so fucking... Oh, this is where we're going to fail. We're going to bring him up, and he's not going to testify against her because he's so wrapped around her goddamn finger. It's going to be worse than Phoenix in the first case. Here we go. Let's do it. Son of a bitch. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all, and that person is Terry Falls. Damn right. Fucking throw that at him. Throw it at him! Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Why not? Prosecution is no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. Alright, here we go. This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. Big dum-dum, here we go. Man, this is gonna be bad. I can feel it already. He's gonna fucking he's either gonna be too dumb or he's gonna defend her to the ends of the earth, just like Phoenix did, man. Here we go. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes?
I don't believe it, no way! Dahlia died 5 years ago! Valley betrayed me!
Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million.
That's not true.
Oh, God. Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
Dahlia, Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised. She never ever betray each other.
Terry!
Dahlia!
Oh, here we go.
It's true! It's true, you are alive!
You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad.
Tell the truth, the real truth! I believed in you!
I shouldn't
Nate!
to say it. You already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
Oh, God, that smile, though.
Dahlia!
I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and only once. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Oh, God. Witness? I'm sorry. I apologize.
Water! Please! Water! Can't talk. Don't need water.
Oh, well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself. Okay. Alright, here we go, man. This is do or die, and we all know it's gonna be a fail. Here we go.
That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on bridge. I watched from bridge. I never put nobody in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked. Then she left. That was Valerie. Not my Dahlia.
Okay, I clicked it too fast, but yeah, he said not my Dahlia. Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? Oh, God, here we go. That's enough, Ms. Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Ms. Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you want it to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. Armando. Wrong the whole time, but we'll see, Diego. We'll see, Diego. Alright, 4 p.m., stop the car, let's press that bitch. According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you?
It was raining. Already dark too.
You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes? Mr. Falls?
Eagle Mountain, that spot. Strong, strong memories.
Why did he just clam up? Could it be? He's hiding something here? Damn right he is. So I waited on the bridge. Alright. You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct?
Yeah, I would like waiting. I'm used to it.
I'm sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of an eye. I watched my car from the bridge, but I never put no body in the car. Alright. You were watching the car?
That bridge, other side is broken. Nobody can come from there. So, I was watching car.
What else were you expecting to do? I suppose that's an obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. A contradiction? I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway. No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it.
Anyway, nobody came. No car, nothing.
Okay. Let's press everything before we worry about contradictions. Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne?
Duh, duh, duh. I never lie. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remember her face.
Wait a minute. If you remember her face, then why'd you make her wear a scarf as identification?
Duh. Sorry, I told her a little lie. But the woman I met, she was different from the woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie.
Okay, fine. Fine, you don't want to admit it, fine. What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls?
Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was all I could think to do. She said that. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty.
And were you satisfied with that answer, witness?
Dahlia died. It was my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in.
God.
It don't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead.
But you just saw that she isn't dead. Seriously, dude.
After Valerie talked to me on bridge, nothing left to live for.
You just learned that Dahlia's alive, dude. Fucking idiot. How can you be so sure? It was raining at the time, and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark in the mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall for something you didn't do.
That woman, it wasn't Dahlia.
Stop right there. What more needs to be said? Even if it means the death penalty, even if it means taking blame for murder? You'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Falls? I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her. Mr. Falls, even if you can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. You'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess. Okay. Well, first of all, we're going to save this shit because I have no idea exactly what we're about to present. We found one line where Mia was like, she smelled something funky. I believe that was this line. I watched from my car, no, it was this one. Finally, one woman came, she stood in front of me. Is this the one where she smelled the contradiction? Let's see. Never lie, it was the truth, it was Valerie, I remembered her face. Wait a minute. No, this wasn't it. Lie. Okay, this is where he just lied. There's something different about her. So, was it this one that she smelled the contradiction? She smelled the contradiction on one of them. Watch from the car. Other side broken. Something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. A contradiction. Okay. I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge. Okay, no one's there. There's a small shrine. Alright, so there's something in that line. I watched my car from the bridge. I never put no body in that car. I never put no body in that car. I never put no body in that car. What does that mean? What does that mean? I never put that body in the car. Is that just the picture of the crime? Where we show the thing where she's in the trunk? Or do we just present this? Oh! Oh! Oh. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. Wait a second. He said he was watching the car. Did he even have a car? The point was the girl brought the car, right? Right? Like, we established that she killed Valerie, put her in the trunk, and brought the car there. How did he get there? Did he walk? Took a bus? Fucking dropped in from the sky? Why? I don't fucking know. I don't know how he got there. Maybe he had another car? I actually don't know how he got there. That's the one clue I'm looking for here. Because she clearly got there with the body in the trunk. So the car... So, in fact... Oh, you know what? No, wrong one. How they're standing, right? Would mean that she's actually got there first. Because she's standing... Oh, that's what it is. She's okay. There it is. You didn't wait for shit. She was already there, dude. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure, huh? Well, then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying.
What?
Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Oh, obviously the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Tisk tisk, my friend. Tisk tisk. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth.
I got around there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place.
Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge?
Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other there. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love.
A memento?
5 years ago, I hid it under a base of tree there.
Oh my... It's the locket, man. It's the locket. I remember the locket. The fucking locket. The one that Phoenix wouldn't take off, man. This bitch, man. She is epitome of evil for real, though. Anyway.
It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get.
Oh, is he wearing it around his neck right now? This little bottle on the necklace is your memento? It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No! Okay. I'm on the wrong track with the car thing, but even so, okay, fine. Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. I've still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there was no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls? Oh, shit. Don't tell me he just drank from the bottle. Or did he... Wait.
That's enough, please.
Witness?
I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle.
Oh my god, dude, what? It already has poison in it? No way. No, stop the trial! Your Honor, we need a recess.
I was stupid, couldn't keep promise, so I did it. I drank this.
No, we are so close. Just a little more. I was gonna prove your innocence.
No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again.
Mr. Falls.
Mr. Armando, thanks for the coffee.
His last words, thanks for the coffee. Mr. Falls! Oh, now we know why we failed. Because this dude just drank the fucking poison from the damn necklace, which I wasn't even thinking about that. Holy shit, son. Wow. And that's what you call out of nowhere. And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. Wow. Okay. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought I'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. Oh, man. Oh, man. Unforgivable. That witch. Mr. Armando? We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty.
I knew it! I knew I wasn't cut out for this!
Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. Whoa, what? The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. What the fuck? He just crushed the coffee cup to make his hand all bloody? What the what?
Mr. Armando?
The hell was the point of that? No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget about them. Who said that? Is that Armando's line? Oh, no, that's Phoenix's line. 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Yup. We know. We've already heard about this. I remember. Okay. And Dahlia was put away. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was... guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. She went demon mode and vowed that she was going to get Mia back. Is she responsible for Mia's death? Wouldn't that be crazy if they tied it all together with the first game when Mia died? Whoa, don't even do that to me. Anyway, it was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. Uh-oh. Oh, shit, dude. If this... I swear to God, if they tie Dahlia to Mia's death, my mind will explode. No, it won't, because there was no Dahlia earlier on in the story. But it'll still be awesome. Anyway, that's going to do it, guys. It looks like the next case is going to be Bridge to the Turnabout, and I don't know where the fuck it's going to start from or where we're going to go with it, but I'm actually very, very excited after that case to find out if Dahlia is involved, and also we may finally get to reveal that Godo is this Diego Armando, who was apparently Mia's tutor or something. Who the fuck would have guessed that? Now he's a defense attorney? How did that all happen? Are we going to learn more about Godo? Damn, man, so many things. So many things. I'm super excited about all of them. So in the next episode of Let's Play Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, we're going to do it, man. We're going to do it. Episode 5 begins, and I'm sure it's going to be a doozy. So I will see you guys next time. Peace!